Good evening and welcome to Trending Tonight. I'm Sanket Upadhyay. The violence, mindless violence that has unfolded in Bengal post-victory of the Trinamool Congress is absolutely tragic and will definitely bring to shame the reputation of a state government, of a state, and perhaps the leader who will be sworn in. Now, it's a matter of great shame for the state that first you win the election and then after that there are allegations that the victors are going and beating people up, that they are manhandling women, that they are killing political workers of different political parties. It's not just the Bharatiya Janata Party which is alleging all of this now. Even CPM says the same thing. The Congress is also saying the same, that Mamata Banerjee's men are on a rampage. So the story that we are going to get right here on Trending Tonight, Bengal political violence. Why defend revenge politics? Mamata Banerjee in an interview to NDTV says that all of this is happening where BJP has won, even before a probe has happened. Why defend any form of revenge politics? If this is the case, then why should strict action not be taken against all those who were involved in this killing and the mindless violence? Let's quickly take a look at this presentation.
BJP President JP Nadda, along with senior BJP leaders, meeting people who have come here, people who have been actually affected by post-poll violence.
Swarnalata Adhikari has lost her 40-year-old husband Haran Adhikari on Sunday, the day of the election results. She says he was dragged out of his home at Pratapnagar in Sonarpur, about 60 kilometers from Kolkata, and beaten to death. Several other members of the family were also injured. Mr. Nadda will lead a dharna in protest in Kolkata tomorrow, the same day that Mamata Banerjee takes oath as Chief Minister of West Bengal for the third time.
और टीएमसी के गुंडे कार्यकर्ता वो हरण अधिकारी के घर में गए, बच्चों को धमकाया, उनके ऊपर अटैक किया और मिसेस हरण अधिकारी जो हरण अधिकारी की पत्नी थी, उनके मुंह पर वार किया, उनका दांत तोड़ दिया और बाद में हरण अधिकारी को वहां से निकालकर घसीटते हुए, पीटते हुए इस रास्ते से उसको ले गए और रास्ते में पीटते पीटते उनकी जान चली गई।
उन्हीं সন্ধ্যাবেলা উনি গাছ কাটে তাল গাছ, উনি যখন কেটে আসছিল তখনই ওরা মারবার জন্য চেষ্টা করেছিল, বোম ফেলছিল পায়ে পায়ে। তা উনি যে বাড়ি এসেছে আর অতটা বলিনি, রাস্তায় ওরকম করতেই পারে, ওরা জিতেছে বলে টিএমসির লোক। এবারে আমার বলেছে ভাত দিতে, আমি ভাত দিয়েছি, উনি খেয়ে শুয়ে পড়েছে।
Mr. Nadda had repeatedly attacked Mamata Banerjee on law and order, and he did so again today. Leaders of the Congress and the left too have sounded an alarm and condemned the Trinamool for the violence. The Trinamool has lost workers too, at least 3 in East Bardhaman district alone, at Jamalpur and Raina. With the Prime Minister making a call to the Governor on the situation and the Ministry of Home Affairs seeking a report from the state, the issue may snowball further. Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister, has dismissed the BJP claims as false and has warned the party against trying to provoke communal violence in Bengal after losing the elections.
हम तो रैली नहीं किया है। आप देखो इतना जीत का बाद में भी बीजेपी इतना एट्रोसिटीज किया, सीएपीएफ इतना एट्रोसिटीज किया, इलेक्शन कमीशन इतना एट्रोसिटीज किया, उसका बाद भी मैंने बोला सब शांत रहे हो।
A day ahead of her swearing in, Mamata Banerjee held a meeting with top officials of the state on the issue. The Trinamool Congress says once she takes charge, there will be transfers of officials to ensure law and order prevails in the state. In Kolkata with camera person G.D. Shankar and Monideepa Banerjee, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
Joining us right now is Mr. Chandra Bose, senior leader of Bharatiya Janata Party West Bengal unit, Dr. Fuad Halim, leader of the CPM, PKD Nambiar is a political analyst, views lean towards the BJP. Ananya Chakravarti is a TMC supporter and filmmaker. Thank you very much to all of you all. Let's begin with you, Ms. Chakravarti first. I want to know from you, when there is violence that happens within hours of a victory, and then there are allegations that the perpetrator is no one else but the victors. that in their rallies they are doing this. There are pictures produced as proof. Do you think that it is wise for a ruling party, for a party which is the victor, to then say that this is nothing but propaganda? None of this is true. Who will believe it?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to offer my condolences to the people who have lost their lives or their property. No loss of life or property is acceptable, and definitely whoever has done it, it needs to be probed. And I'm not saying who has done it and who hasn't done it, but I think we need to first of all get down to a few brass tacks. One is, why should a party which has just won a landslide victory create such unrest in their own state by bringing down their own reputation? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It has never happened. It hasn't happened in 2011. It hasn't happened in 2016. Why should it happen in 2021? On the contrary, we had, several times many communally charged speeches or very provocative speeches by the BJP, especially Dilip Ghosh, who said a lot of things that once we come to power, we'll shoot you, we'll kill you, we'll do this, we'll do that. It's a long list of things that I can read out for you. So, it doesn't really ring true that the party which has just come to power with a landslide victory will go on this rampage of killing, because the PMC hasn't done it.
Then who killed these people?
Yeah, let me come to that. If the BJP has three factions. One is the Adi BJP, which is the ones who had built up the party. Then there is another section which had come in maybe 4 years ago, 2 years ago. And then there is what is known as BJP, who just joined for the elections. So there is a solid ink amongst them. And as per report, I was my police friends.
There seems to be some audio problem there, Ms. Chakravarti. Professor Chakravarti, I'm going to quickly get this audio fixed, because when you're speaking, the audio levels dip. We'll try to fix that. But I get a sense of what you're trying to say. Mr. Bose, you've heard what Professor Chakravarti has to say. Would you like to respond? Basically, different faction, and this is something which has been said by many people in the Trinamool Congress, that these are the various divisions within the Bharatiya Janata Party playing out on the streets. It's got nothing to do with TMC.
You see, today in West Bengal, the horrific incidents of violence can be only strongly condemned by all civilized people cutting across political lines. We have congratulated Mamata Banerjee and the Trinamool Congress for being victorious in the state elections, but the justification of the kind of violence unleashed by the Trinamool Congress goons, I think no person or no political, fraternity people can support this kind of violence. You see, today, if you see Trinamool Congress people, see, I am not interested in saying who these people are, but these people are sponsored by the Trinamool Congress. We are going to wait for a detailed investigation to come out with all the facts and figures. So I am not jumping to conclusions, but the eyewitnesses reports clearly state that Trinamool Congress is behind this violence, and it is not only demolishing houses, attacking party offices, setting party offices ablaze. In Arambagh, our party office was set on fire. It is completely gutted, and 10 people have already died. Now, the state administration obviously has the primary responsibility. Now, I have heard people saying, Trinamool Congress people saying that there was instigation, and some of our leaders have made, the rhetoric used during election. These are all political rhetoric used during an election campaign. Does that call for murdering our party activists, to butcher the activists just because somebody has used
Tausif Ahmed Khan is also with us.
Rhetoric?
Tausif, would you like to respond? The point is that during the heat and dust of the election campaigning, a lot of things were said that let us come to power, then this will happen, we will try to fix this right, that right. Do you think that these are nothing but the consequences of those speeches, which the BJP feels are hate speeches?
Hate speeches are given by BJP leaders. We all know that. Everything is on record. We know to what extent Dilip Ghosh went and other party leaders of BJP. Now, I've heard Mr.
Tausif, but the problem is that for every such comment, if I ask Mr. Bose, he will have a counter comment. He will say that in the aftermath of Sitalkuchi, the Chief Minister also made certain comments. That's the problem. There is a comment for a comment.
No, let us go to the root of it. It is BJP which instigates violence. It is BJP which provokes people, because it will benefit BJP. Today, on the face of such a huge mandate against BJP in Bengal, they are unable to digest the fact. And how do they run away from this fact? Is by creating lies. And they're an expert. We have seen dozens of
Tausif, my only point is, why is the TMC so quick to discount the fact that it may not be our people? See, Professor Chakravarti said, why would we want to do it? But see, the law does not work like this. It will not work like this. There will have to be an investigation to find out who has done it. Professor Chakravarti.
There is no mens rea. Correct. There is no mens rea. There's no. Why should? It's a very valid and logical question. Why should Trinamool, who has received such a huge mandate in their favor from people, will indulge into violence when they have themselves been a victim of violence? And let me please because I've heard Mr. Bose. Mr. Bose is speaking in contradiction of his own speech. He just now he said that I do not want to go into who are these people, which political party are they aligned to, and in the same sentence he is saying that Trinamool is behind it and this is subject to investigation. So this makes no sense. If you are saying that the violence is subject to investigation, then you must wait before saying that certain party is behind this. If you are saying that no, Trinamool is behind this, then it exposes your agenda. The agenda of BJP here is
by that logic, how is the Chief Minister and Tausif concluding that this is the BJP's, the Chief Minister in an interview today to NDTV said that it is their baby, their as in BJP's baby. They are responsible for this violence.
Because
now going by your logic, even this comment is wrong.
3 Trinamool workers have also died. And Mamata Banerjee, right on the day of her victory speech, she said that we do not want to even celebrate such a huge victory because we are in the middle of a pandemic. So when victory celebrations, victory processions have been cancelled, everything has been put on hold so that we can come together and get our
Tausif, Professor Chakravarti, see the point is, Dr. Fuad Halim is also with us. Dr. Fuad Halim, see the point is, the BJP says Trinamool responsible, Trinamool says BJP itself is responsible. Many left leaders have also said that our cadre have also been attacked. Then the Congress is also alleging the same. Obviously somebody has attacked someone, no? If everyone keeps blaming one another, how will we ever know the truth?
Well, there are already 12 dead bodies in the post-poll violence here in West Bengal. And one has to understand that dead bodies tell no tales. Somebody has to be held accountable. The question is, who is going to come forward to actually pin the accountability? One has to understand that in the run-up to the elections, the language that the BJP and the Trinamool, used was something that created the grounds for this violence. And you have to keep in mind that a large portion of the BJP today is actually part and parcel of the ex-Trinamool conchondrum. And the Trinamool basically is an organization that breeds violence. And that old habit has not gone out of Trinamool Congress. And
I think you are speaking for your own party, Dr. Halim. You're speaking for your own party. The party which brought violence into Bengal is the CPI and
this violence that is there, we have lost our comrade. Our allies have lost their party members and workers in the run-up to this violence. And we were we do not have any presence in the assembly, yet we have been the focus of the attacks led by Trinamool Congress here in West Bengal.
Okay. Okay, just one moment. Professor Chakravarti wanted to...
I'd just like to say one comment
and
finish off. That this violence is something that the BJP is using very constructively to increase the polarization between the minorities and the majority community here in West Bengal.
No, but my point is, if all of this was for votes, PKD Nambiar, then the elections are over. At least now one would think that politically, whoever had to win has won and whoever had to lose has lost. So at least now all of this must stop. No, at least an engineered riot must stop.
Is this question to me, Pankaj?
Yes, Mr. Nambiar.
See, one thing, generally a victory of this kind should have been bringing some kind of a humbleness to the Chief Minister. And while the Prime Minister is congratulating for her victory, on the other side, she herself, in fact, during the poll, she said publicly that there will be one day the CRPF and the Election Commission will go. And this has been really proved. We are talking about this post-poll victory violence. Do you know that more than 130 people have been killed in the political violence in the last 3 years in West Bengal? So it is not something new. TMC, I feel really sad with one particular fact that a person like Mamata Banerjee, who came into power against the political violence of CPIM, she herself and her party is getting into such kind of a political violence, clearly shows that what kind of a mindset...
How would you respond to the allegations that most of this violence has happened where the BJP has won? And most of this violence is just a reflection of BJP's own division. You're fighting among yourselves, is the allegation.
Yesterday, the large number of videos, news coverages are happening everywhere. Everything is in the public domain. I don't think those kind of, they are simply allegations. People who are dying, the ladies and the women are being brutally attacked.
Okay, let me ask this question of Professor Chakravarti. Professor Chakravarti, when a chief minister, Mr. Nambiar, one moment. Professor Chakravarti, when a chief minister who is going to be sworn in tomorrow, one moment, I have heard you. I have to ask a question. Yeah. Professor Chakravarti, for a chief minister who's to be sworn in tomorrow, right, and take charge of the law and order of basically the state, right, for her to say in an interview today to NDTV that this is happening this is their baby. The violence is BJP's baby. It is happening in parts where they have won. They are spreading a propaganda. Nothing wrong has happened on the ground. Some of the videos are fake, right? Even before an investigation could have happened, the point that Tausif is making, she has concluded. Now, how can an investigation be fair? I ask.
No, she has not concluded anything. Let me just make it very clear. If you will allow me a minute, let me just read out some.
Why don't you play her interview?
Excuse me, I did not interrupt you when you were speaking. I did not interrupt you when you were speaking, sir. Please let me speak.
Yeah. One moment. Mr. Nambiar, one moment. She's replying.
She will be very clear.
Yeah, the interview played at 9 o'clock.
Today, in this violence, if somebody has to sit in the national channel and tell that rather than condemning these violences, and she, as a chief minister, was really provocating further the violence.
Okay, let's get it a response.
Professor Chakravarti. Provocations of your party, sir. So we don't. I would just like to read out a few of the sentences that Dilip Ghosh had made before the election.
It is her frustration.
Mr. Nambiar, one moment, please. Let her speak. No,
I'll come back to you. Hear what Dilip Ghosh said. That is why you're trying to silence me. So some of the things that he said was, when the time comes, I will kill TMC cadres in encounters. The other time he said, we will target and kill, and we will count all the corpses we target. Tom, Dick and Harry, none will survive. There is a long list of things that he said, extremely provocative, and most of them are very, very communist. Even now, the things that are being made by the BJP leaders are very, very communist in nature. It is dangerous. Now, Bengal is not communal, and they have given a very difficult life to a communal party. No matter what has happened as I said in the beginning, every death is condemned and everything needs to be looked. Tomorrow...
No, I just feel, Professor Chakravarti, you didn't answer my question. My question was, has the Chief Minister not concluded in her statement?
No, she has not.
She's come to a conclusion.
I have not listened to the interview, Sanket. You have to give me that. Once I listen to it, I can tell you.
Sure,
I conclude without...
Fair enough. You haven't heard the interview. I'm asking you a question on the basis of that interview. I can understand the point that you're taking. Dr. Fuad Halim, as well as Mr. Bose, I want to come to you now. Dr. Halim, you tell me who should be carrying out this investigation right now? Because, otherwise there will again be this whole cycle of the BJP's lying versus Trinamool Congress is lying, their cadre, our cadre. The same sort of thing that we saw play out before the election is sadly playing out after the election also.
Well, it's very clear that there should be an impartial inquiry into these events. And along with this impartial inquiry, I think so the ruling party and the major opposition party in Bengal today both have to rein in their cadres and tell them that this is not the way that one behaves after an election. 12 dead bodies are already documented. I have news that another few people have died since morning. And this is something that cannot continue.
Okay.
The administration has to conduct an inquiry, but it should not be without political responsibility.
Absolutely,
Political parties
Mr. Bose,
that are there, their responsibility has to be identified.
Mr.
too.
Bose, who carries out the investigation in this case? Because the moment your party says the CBI must carry, you have moved the Supreme Court for a CBI probe. The moment CBI comes into the picture, Tausif and Professor Chakravarti will say it's a central agency. You control, you will not be fair. So in fairness, who carries out the probe?
I think it should be a judicial inquiry. Let an investigative agency, neutral investigative agency conduct it under judge of the Supreme Court of India. Judicial inquiry is a must, and primary responsibility to maintain law and order lies with the state government. Mamata Banerjee cannot shirk her responsibility. She has got a mandate. People have given her the support, but she is not willing to take the responsibility.
Okay, let me ask this question, Professor Chakravarti and Tausif.
To control this violence.
Sanket, I want to just
one more, Professor Chakravarti.
Mamata Banerjee will be taking charge tomorrow morning as the Chief Minister. And when she takes charge, she will be in charge of the police. Till now, it was the EC who was in charge of the police, and they were transferring the police here, there, every day according to the convenience of a particular political party. But now, once she takes charge, everything will be sorted out. I'm sure it will get addressed.
Okay, let's hope it gets addressed. Thank you very much.
Okay, I just wanted to have a
Mr. Nambiar, 10 seconds please, running out of time.
I just wanted to ask this question. किस कॉन्शियस से कल वो जब चीफ मिनिस्टर बनेंगे, कितनी लोगों का मौत के ऊपर, कितनी घर पे जो लेडीज रो रहे हैं उनके ऊपर एक लेडी चीफ मिनिस्टर बनेगा? दूसरा, अगर यही चीज अगर यूपी में होता, what would have been the kind of response today? The whole world, everybody is going and telling that the democracy is over in this country.
Where
is the liberals? Where is the
democracy is over? Because BJP
rather
lost.
Than if it happens anywhere else,
is over because BJP lost.
Where it's happening in a
Sure. One moment. There is a time out. Hard stop here on this discussion. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. See, the point is, we can have a political rhetoric. We can discuss. We can say, why will we do that? He must have done a must. Why will we? These sort of arguments are fine in a political space. But it's very important for an impartial probe to be able to prove what exactly happened. Because what has happened on the ground is shameful for a state which has just come out of elections. Good night and goodbye.